Okay, call the business meeting to order. It's 7:30. Pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The only announcement we have this month is that it's daylight savings time on March 12th, and everyone's clock should spring ahead. Public safety, Frank, you want to give us a report?
Just briefly, 6 incident reports for the last 30 days, 2 building violations, 2 suspicious incidences, burglar alarm, and 1 miscellaneous information. There were no summonses issued for the last 30 days. There were 5 warnings for parking, 2 quality of life warnings issued. We've handled 11 house checks for residents and 5 special event requests. Officer DeBella resigned from the village in March, and we've requesting the board approve the resolution to hire Officer Brett Battenberg.
Thank you. Artie, give us a report.
Oh, okay. Everyone got a copy of the balance sheet and the trial balance. We do still have a few outstanding taxpayers. And, you know, just looking at these, we're still holding our own. We're gonna finish with a positive fund balance. So that's gonna help with our budgeting process also.
Yeah, I mean, we have 7 pay periods left, but
Right.
even with that amount of money, we're not gonna,
No,
you know,
we're
end
not
some
gonna.
press. That's good. Okay. Joe, do you have anything?
I just wanted to know, not that we haven't gone over, except there's one thing I wanted to mention to you. Once or twice a year for the village, I assist the village in declaring a state of emergency, and I prepare the form that's necessary and do the notification. It might be also a good idea to put, it doesn't have to be the form, but maybe something on a banner on the website, you know, to, and I'm just mentioning that to
I
offer.
put it on the notices, but I can put it like on the front page and then click on it.
Yeah, maybe like a banner.
Okay.
So, I'd be happy to, assist you in that if you needed.
Okay.
Because I mean, if you lose your electricity or something like that, I'm in a place with, probably in a place with
South
electricity,
Boston,
you know, or whatever it is, so I can help out. Just let me know.
Stormwater.
Okay, good evening. So our stormwater permit under this State Pollution Discharge Elimination System program, the New York State DEC, annual report was put in this week. It's a continuation of many of the procedures that we're using to abate pollution into our surface water bodies and our groundwaters. Contains attachments demonstrating our continued efforts for education with the emails you've been sending out and we've been posting, website enhancements and upgrades, notifications, community outreach section, which includes the harbor study we did, the DEC meeting, and the meeting with the Setoguet Harbor Task Force that we had with the DEC. Illicit discharge detection, all the violations as noted by Frank. Maintenance and all of our stormwater dry wells and effluent transmission systems, and the construction monitoring work that we do both pre, during, and post-construction. As you know, we've recently been updating the building permit to reflect our new stormwater pollution prevention plan. I'm going to get a copy of that over to the planning department. I've submitted it to you guys first for review. So if it's okay for that, then I'll send them a copy of it, this way they know what's in it, and get some comments from them. And that would be version 11 of the building permit, so that was recently sent out for comment. All of the changes and everything that we've compiled for stormwater since its inception and our initial permit was received from the department are in Village Hall, and there's hard copies available if anyone wants to review it, but posted the stormwater pollution prevention plan and the stormwater management plan on the website, and the annual reports on the website as well.
Rich, I have a question. Sure. Last year during the non-hurricane we had, I was down at the California Park.
That was 2 years ago.
Okay, thank you. I noticed that the porta potty was relatively close to the, do we have a procedure in there, or getting it pumped out or something?
It gets
Is it
pumped out every
possible?
week, doesn't it, Joe?
They take it away.
Twice a week.
Twice a week, oh, okay.
Pump out or take it away like in an approaching storm?
An approaching storm, if there's an issue. I mean, if it's full, we don't wanna report it, we
Right,
don't want a sewage.
well, as you know, that August
in
4th
the
storm kind of came up unexpectedly. We had about 30 seconds warning, so there's not much you can do in that case. But in the event there was going to be a full-blown hurricane, I think
So there
we could
is,
either have it removed or, I think that's gotta be a flowing thing, because depending on what we're gonna get, whether it's, snowstorm, probably not, but a hurricane.
well, I
certainly warrants
just, right, I just don't want it to be forgotten about
Yeah.
when a storm comes, is there?
Good idea. It's not in that plan, that's not what that plan is for. We have an emergency preparedness plan,
Mhm.
and it prompts us all to think about each of our departments, whether it's roads or anyone, to think about what their efforts might be.
Those things spill, right? If you knock them
You
over.
know, they're
they spill.
designed, they're not supposed to, but if they're really overfull and they're not maintained, they will spill.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because they fall over construction sites all the time, they don't release. But if you don't service it, which we do service it, if you don't service it, you're gonna have a spill.
So if we do service it, is it necessary for us to insert it into the emergency preparedness plan?
I think it just ends up being like a floatable, like any of our plastic things
Well,
that
right,
end up
but
at the
if
beach, right?
the
I mean,
problem
I
is to
just,
find
I think it's a good
qualified
idea. I mean,
floating.
if there's an event, I think we
Right.
should have them pull, if there's gonna be a storm, at least the ones at the water. Seems reasonable.
Okay.
Thank you.
Public comments?
I was on the state comptroller's website regarding the paperwork, I guess, for the audit that was filed last year, and the most recent one, and it showed that, I don't remember if it was Social Security, but one of the very definitive taxes was not paid. And I can email it to you, but I would like to ask, your company, or, I don't remember your first name, file that audit, or did the prior company do that?
I'm not with the auditing company, I'm just the treasurer for the village.
Okay, so who files that paperwork with the state comptroller?
The auditors do, the CPA firm.
Okay,
But I was not aware of any unpaid tax, so I
yeah, it showed that, I mean, it could be an error, but that's an error that needs to be corrected.
We'll look into it.
yeah.
Any other comments? John?
John Lane, Van Brunt Manor. I notice in the financial report that there's nothing shown for CHIPS expense or revenue received. You intend to use some of that capability this year?
Yes, we're planning to use it on the project to redo the drains over on Chestnut and Walnut
And approximately when will that be done?
in the spring.
Oh. Also, I noticed that you've spent about $6,000 more than received in revenue for the forestry grant. How are you going to make up that difference?
Well, we're ahead of budget right now by $152,000, so I don't think that's gonna be an issue.
Well, the 152 being ahead right now doesn't mean much because you haven't completed the whole year. But anyway, what was the previous tax cap limit before it was just reduced?
Was it 2%?
No,
It was 2%, then went to 1.76.
0.076.
Right, 1.76.
No, 0.076.
0.076 last year.
0.076,
.076?
yeah.
Well, this is an increase then, not a decrease. .076, it's 1.151 now? Well, that's not a decrease, that's an increase, right?
But it started out at 2% when he started this whole program. So
Oh,
every time he cuts it down, it makes it harder for us to.
fine, but in the year, in the ensuing year, it's an increase.
Yes.
Okay, well,
But
that's
not much.
been very misleading to us here.
It's my new.
The cap has been increased this year. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other?
There's a question about the stop sign on Washington Street. Is it a seasonal stop sign?
It is. We had residents that made comments that they felt in the bad weather, they weren't gonna be able to stop going uphill, so we made a suggestion that we would cover it. And, they seemed to agree with that, so we covered it.
Okay, but it's not covered currently.
Big rule.
It has
Oh,
been
it's
covered
ripped
in about a week. So it's very, I'm asking because every morning I make a right from Walnut onto Washington. And I don't know if the car coming up the street, it has to stop or not. It's very confusing, and there's a half of a garbage bag hanging from it now. Maybe there would be some kind of other way to cover it besides a garbage bag.
Yeah, we could order a cover and use it during the winter months so that it's more permanent and stays on there.
Okay, that would be great. And if also we could have some kind of notice as to what the season is, as to when the stop sign is supposed to be active, as opposed to when the stop sign's not active, that would be very helpful.
I'd like to make a comment about that. I don't know how other people feel about it. I kind of thought that was, well, let's see if this is gonna work. It was a kind of trial. And my thinking is that this has created more confusion.
It's
than
incredibly
Do you agree with me?
confusing, absolutely.
And even when it was proposed, I just thought, you know, what's the big deal? If you're driving in some neighborhood and all of a sudden it gets slippery, you're gonna deal with it. You're gonna roll through a stop sign. I mean, it's not gonna change anything. And I think that the downside has outstripped the upside if there was one. So I personally would like to propose that we just do away with that whole thing and see how it goes. I mean, it's common sense. If you're in slippery conditions, you're going to adjust, and maybe you're not gonna stop all the way to the stop sign going uphill.
I don't think code would sit down there and ever
They're not there,
issue
you know, we don't have,
summons anyway.
we don't have somebody at the stop sign the whole time saying, I'm watching you every second. It's designed to serve a general purpose of slowing things down. Things change in a snowstorm. I mean, it's just not,
We don't have to get the cover, we can just leave it.
I just don't
For
think
the
we
whole
need
year,
to
and
address
that's
it. We have a stop sign, everybody knows where it is.
$50.
Most of the time, the weather allows you to stop and then start doing it. If all of a sudden you find yourself in a snowstorm, I have confidence that if you have a valid New York State driver's license, you're gonna be able to. It's just too confusing. That black bag was, I pulled the rest of it off, but it's still, it's just snuggled in it.
Get 'em.
Yeah, I was wondering if someone just threw the bag on there because they didn't like the stop sign. I had no clue whether or
I
not.
talked about it. Anyway, let's
Take it off,
and
let's
see what
forget about it.
happens. Yeah.
Any other comments? Okay, we'll start the resolutions. Resolution 03-2017-1.
Hang on.
That's up to you. What was it for, which one?
Forensics, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, which part, you can just enter it into the new.
Okay, resolution 2017-1, resolution adopting March 9th, 2017 agenda as printed, so moved.
Second.
All in favor? Resolution carries.
Resolution 03-2017-2, resolution accepting the monthly report from March 9th, 2017. So moved.
All in favor? Motion carries.
Resolution 03-2017-13. Resolution adopting local law.
Yeah, you're the wrong one.
That's what I got.
You're on the wrong page. 3, aren't you on 3?
Skips from 2 to 13.
Yeah.
This is work when.
I don't have to.
Nope. Sorry, 2000.
We go right to 13.
Yep.
That's the right.
All right, so we're on 3. Resolution adopting the minutes, this will be 03-2017.
3, yeah.
Resolution adopting the minutes from February 14th, 2017.
We don't have that.
Work session. Neither did I. It's got some stuff, so. I'll read it to you.
Copy your hiccup.
I'll read it to you.
Sorry about that.
February 14th,
Can you vote on something without
2017
noticing to us?
work session,
You can listen.
meeting of the Board of Trustees. So moved.
So
It's
moved.
here then.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. 14.
Resolution 03-217-4, Resolution adopting the minutes from February 14th, 2017 meeting of the Board of Trustees. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Let's just stop for a minute while everybody finishes talking.
Well, they should be quiet.
It's
Yeah.
like the more rudest group.
Resolution you already did this one. Resolution 03-2017-5, resolution to approve the mayor to sign the agreement with 4D for landscaping services for 2017-2018. Second,
Second.
motion, all in favor?
Aye.
carries.
Did we approve that?
Yeah.
We,
He was the only bid.
he was the only bid, remember last
Oh,
one?
that was last one? Last one?
Yeah. Okay, so I know you don't have in front of you, Joe, but 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 are all the local laws and secret, but since we're going to make changes based on the comments, we should table these for next,
My
for
recommendation is
21st.
to table all
Okay.
those resolutions, yes. So there should be a motion to table
Okay,
those.
can I have a motion to table resolution 03-2017, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 13.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. All in favor? Resolution 03-2017-14, resolution lifting the dock moratorium for the planning board. Second.
Do we have to vote on whether or not we adopt the plan? Before we do this?
Lifting the moratorium? Remember, we only had it originally for 1 year, and now
Are we
we're,
until we adopt, are we gonna adopt the law?
well, we'll after comments and making changes, you wanna move it to the 21st?
Yes.
Okay,
So then do we need to move this on this today?
We don't need to move on this today.
no, we'll do it on the 21st.
Okay.
Okay, so, then do I have a motion to table resolution
14.
03.
So moved.
Oh, well, wait, I'm not done, 14 and 15, okay, till the next meeting. So,
So
moved.
moved.
Okay, so, what? Well, hold on, 21st.
You gonna hold
Okay.
off on the next one?
What?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
because we have to, we'll do that for the 21st, and we have enough time for that.
Yes.
Who was second on that?
Second was, Jeff.
Must have been-
You have 16 now?
Resolution 03-2017-16, resolution approving an increase in hourly rate for Craig LeGarine
The Garan.
from a rate of $14.50 to $16 an hour per hour effective 3/13/17. So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Jeff?
Resolution 03, 2017. Resolution approving an increase in hourly rate for John Crane from a rate of $14.50 to $16 per hour, effective 3/13/17. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
That's just like steps or something?
It's a contraction. Yeah, Mike 18?
Resolution 03-216? That should be 17. 17-18. Resolution to hire Brett Battenberg as a part-time code enforcement officer at a rate of $15 per hour, effective March 2nd, 2017. And that's a replacement person, is that what we were talking about? Okay. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Resolution 03-2017-19, resolution
Rebecca.
approving the checks, but before we do, you're gonna give us the checks. I'm so used to seeing them all.
Hang on a second. Okay. 42 vouchers totaling $38,843.54. 8 bills, March 9, Ace Hardware, $123.67. Big Gang Cleaning Services, $300. Giant Beacon Record, $58.16. Rex Bank Gasoline, $214.32. World of Uniforms, $155.98. Total for this 8 bills, $852.13. 8 bills approved on March 2. Nikon, $60. Optimum, $94.90. Joseph Poquott, $1,400. Small Business Management Solutions, February bookkeeping, $525. Sweezy Fuel Oil, $341.77. Dice Beacon Record, legal notice elections, 5601. Triad Telecom, work on telephones, $125.12. Wellsback Electric, flagpole, $200. Total for this, $2,802.80. January 31st, Home Depot credit card, $55.38. February 17th, 4 bills. Long Island Landscape and Tree Service, $2,500. That was work done on 10/16, which we had to recast a check for. Quickway Sanitation, February refuse removal, $77,061.12. Snow plowing, $2,900, $210,000, $212,000, $11,313 for a total of $18,371.12. Verizon Wireless, $61.42. Total for that, $20,932.54. 19 bills to be approved February 16th. Ace Hardware, $16.18. Big Gang Cleaning Service, January, $399.96. Canon Financial Services copier, $108. Lead Auto Ford Explorer expense, $92.55. 4D Landscaping for December, $1462.60. Galls uniform for one of the officers, $83.94. Corinne Jacoby, photo with a videographer, $150. Optimum bill, $94.90. Psycho Control Inc., $228.00. That's the 2 replacement batteries for the 2 defibrillators, one in the vehicle and one in the hall. PSE&G, January, $517.48. PSE&G pole rental, $12.44. Quickway Sanitation, snow plowing, $1,500, $1,700, and $1,300, $7,015 even. Dice Beacon Record, $207.60. Brookhaven Highway Department salt, $2,837.20. Verizon, $54.01. Wellsback Electric flagpole at California Park. That's putting the lights on it.
Is that done?
No.
Yeah. Throw those out
$500.
there and make sure
Wex
there's
Bank,
nothing
again, gasoline bill, $347.63. Total for the 19 bills, $14,127.49. Suffolk County National Bank Visa credit card, credit charges $23.20 and UPS charge $49. Need a US postage card, $72.20. That's it. We got a total of 42 vouchers, $38,842.54.
Resolution 03, 2017-19, resolution approving all checks for voucher report. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Consent.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I just want to point out, that battery company